The dawn arrives painted in the softest blush, mirroring the burgeoning optimism of April for those born under Libra. This month begins under a waxing crescent moon, a slender silver arc whispering of nascent beginnings, urging you to plant seeds not necessarily of grand schemes, but of simple intentions. You're feeling a quiet energy, a readiness to balance the scales, but the early days will require a gentle hand. Venus, your ruling planet, is positioned nearby, bathing your sphere of influence with a sense of harmony and ease. This is a time for appreciating beauty, for savoring the little joys, and for reconnecting with those relationships that bring you comfort and stability. The first week carries a sense of subdued activity, like a held breath before a melody begins. For some Libras, this manifests as a feeling of being slightly adrift, unsure of the best course of action in a familiar situation, perhaps involving a shared project or a close friend. Don't mistake this uncertainty for a lack of direction. It's an invitation to pause, to reassess, and to reaffirm your values. A seemingly minor conversation, a discarded piece of advice overheard, will prove unexpectedly insightful. Pay close attention to what feels right, not what feels expedient. Financially, this initial phase demands caution. There might be a temptation to indulge in something lovely, a small luxury, but the universe nudges you towards restraint. Examine your spending habits. A pattern might reveal itself, one that, while seemingly harmless, isn't contributing to long-term stability. This isn't a call for austerity, but rather an opportunity to refine, to make conscious choices. A small, unexpected bill might surface, forcing you to confront an area of your finances you'd rather ignore. Face it squarely. Addressing it now prevents a larger issue later. As the month progresses, the presence of Uranus opposing your sign brings a wave of potential disruptions. These aren't necessarily negative, but they require adaptability. Consider a long-held belief about a relationship. It might be challenged gently at first, then with more force. For some, this could involve realizing that a shared dream isn't as compatible as it once seemed. The pain of letting go is softened by a growing awareness of your own needs and boundaries. For others, this disruption could surface in the professional realm, perhaps a sudden change in leadership, a reorganization, or a project assignment that deviates significantly from your initial plan. The key is to see this as an opportunity for growth, a chance to demonstrate your resilience and resourcefulness. The energy surrounding Pluto highlights a potential shift in your personal legacy. This doesn't mean a dramatic inheritance, but rather a deeper understanding of your purpose and how you impact the world. It might surface as a desire to volunteer, to mentor someone, or to simply be a more compassionate presence in your community. A forgotten skill or talent might resurface, offering a new avenue for expression. For a few, particularly those who have felt stifled in a creative or emotional pursuit, this could mark the beginnings of a truly transformative project. Mid-month holds a peculiar moment, a small, almost insignificant interaction, perhaps an accidental meeting with someone you haven't seen in years, sparks a chain of events that could lead to unexpected professional opportunities. Don't dismiss this as mere coincidence. Pay attention to the details of this encounter, the words exchanged, the atmosphere of the moment. This seemingly trivial meeting holds the seeds of a significant change. For some Libras, this month could bring a bittersweet, though ultimately healing, loss, perhaps the passing of a cherished family member or a close friend. This experience will trigger a period of deep introspection and emotional processing. Allow yourself to grieve fully, to acknowledge the pain, and to seek comfort from those who offer genuine empathy. This loss, though painful, will ultimately lead to a renewed appreciation for life's preciousness and a stronger connection to your inner self. The possibilities surrounding a new beginning are strong. Consider a recent ambition, a yearning for independence. It could start this month. Perhaps that first job finally materializes, bringing with it a sense of accomplishment and purpose. You're uniquely positioned to succeed, but remember to advocate for yourself. Don't shy away from asking for what you deserve. It's important to establish clear boundaries and expectations from the outset. As the days draw closer to the month's end, Venus' continued presence offers a comforting balm to any lingering anxieties. This time feels ripe for creating a haven of physical space filled with elements that inspire calm and contentment. It might involve redecorating a room, tending to a garden, or simply decluttering your surroundings. A deep sense of peace settles upon you as you cultivate a sanctuary that nourishes your spirit. For a lucky few, this month culminates in a significant life transition. The dream of home ownership, once a distant aspiration, suddenly feels within reach. The necessary steps, the financial planning, the property search will fall into place with surprising ease. The feeling of finally putting down roots, of creating a place to call your own, will fill you with an overwhelming sense of joy and accomplishment. The waxing crescent moon at the month's end illuminates this path, promising a future filled with warmth, security, and belonging. This is not merely a change of address, it's a symbolic representation of your own growth and resilience.